The SuperKombat World Grand Prix Final Elimination 2012 in Craiova, Romania. Romania is dolling up for one of the biggest kickboxing events in Europe. It's only fitting that in the main event of the next SuperKombat show, the currently biggest active K1 fighter will step into the ring. The Craiova-born Brooklyn resident Radu Spingel from the American top team. With a height of 7'1" and Romanian roots, he is an interesting dialogue partner, not only for GroundandPound-TV, but also for the Romanian media. So is SuperKombat president Eduard Iremia, who built his organization into one of the most important kickboxing promotions in the world. And he is far from finished. His newest prospect, Spingel, faces the Czech Petr Vondracek in the main event of Final Elimination. How big kickboxing in Romania really is shows during the whole fight week in Craiova. Dozens of girls arrived as applicants for the big ring girl casting on Thursday. One beauty queen after another. The jury, consisting of the commentators Kieran Kettle and Vinnie Sherman, Eduard Iremia himself and Radu Spingel, was to be envied. After soccer, kickboxing is the second biggest sport in Romania. No wonder that during the casting some of Craiova's most beautiful women competed for a spot in the ring on Saturday evening. Between all this beauty, a rough, tough giant like Spingel seems a bit out of place. He won't when he's in the ring on Saturday though. A lot of eyes are on him right now. The interest in Craiova's Colossus is huge. Just like the interest in Germany's premier combat sports news team Ground and Pound. Eduard Iremia is a busy man. During fight week he has to be ever present. For example, at the pre-fight press conference for Final Elimination, held in the town hall with the major herself attending. Of course, the Romanian fighters like Cătălin Mureșanu and Sebastian Ciobanu are the main focus of the Romanian media. But also international fighters from all over the world like Daniel Sam or Carter Williams will step into the squared circle on Saturday. While leaving the town hall, it showed impressively what standing the sport of kickboxing has for the Romanian public. Especially co-main event fighter Cătălin Mureșanu is basically a Romanian hero and is getting chased by autograph hunters and media crews. Regardless of whether him or Dracula's son Sebastian Ciobanu, whenever the Romanian superstars enter a public area, they have to stop every 2 or 3 meters to shake hands, take pictures or sign autographs. SuperKombat Final Elimination will be the first event ever to be held in the newly built sports arena Sala Polivalente. After arriving there, the scenery was exactly the same. People are crowding around their stars like Ionuț Iftimoaie, who will be making his long-awaited return to the ring after a 1-year layoff. They are all down-to-earth guys, even if they have already managed to make the transition into the mainstream, like Iftimoaie, who regularly appears in many different TV shows. In the final elimination tournament, some of the best kickboxers in the world compete for a spot in the big final show on December 22nd and a chance to win the SuperKombat World Grand Prix title. This is what dreams are made of, for young guns like those two. Before the official face-off started, some young prospects had the opportunity to gather some in-ring experience. To share the same ring as their big idols is the biggest reward these young boys could ask for. The spectators liked what they saw. On Saturday night, 5,000 people will sell out the arena, but even for the face-offs, a lot of fans have already been in the arena. At final elimination, they will see an all-heavyweight fight card, stacked with exciting matchups. Ibrahim Arab vs. Cevat Poturak, Dimitri Bezus vs. Tomas Hron. The tournament fights: Pavel Tsuravlev vs. Freddy Kemayo, Roman Kleibel vs. Sebastian Ciobanu, Ismail Lont vs. Daniel Sam, and Alexei Ignashov vs. Benjamin Adekbui. As well as 3 super fights: Ionuț Iftimoaie vs. James Wilson, Cătălin Mureșanu vs. Carter Williams, and Peter Vondracek vs. Radu Spingel. 18 big guys will put on a show for the 5,000 people in the arena and everyone watching on Eurosport and Pro TV, who will broadcast the events live. If you look into the faces of the fighters, you can be pretty sure that you will see action-packed battles and brutal knockouts come Saturday night. Whether it's current top stars like Ismail Lont or old veterans like Alexei Ignashov, international fighters like James Wilson and Carter Williams, or Romanian national heroes like Ionuț Iftimoaie and Cătălin Mureșanu, Craiova is in for a hell of a show. Those who didn't manage to get a ticket had the chance to grab one for free when SuperKombat president Eremias started to throw out free tickets to the fans after the face-offs. The place went ballistics within seconds. That's how crazy this country is for combat sports. And while the evening in Sala Polivalente comes to an end at 6, it will begin at about the same time just 1 day later, when Final Elimination 2012 will start.